So, hello once again. I'm Alex. I'm from Yespo. Yespo, the customer data platform. Basically, we help businesses from e-commerce and retail to achieve more, utilizing the plenty of customer data that any business that works on digital commerce or even retailers. They possess a lot of data, but rarely they use them efficiently, use this data efficiently. And that's where we step in. We help to digest all the available data about actual customers, about just visitors, about even anonymous browsers on your website or mobile app. And we help you to build meaningful communications out of this data. Basically, the main idea is to make the communication as personalized as possible, as tailored to exact current needs of a customer. So it helps you to be more relevant for this customer and to be more efficient in all your marketing campaigns. To go further, so we help to achieve these goals to different companies from different countries, and there is a short list of many of them. I would highlight that my experience is about 10 years in digital marketing, and out of this experience, I mostly work in MarTech and helping businesses to build different marketing campaigns in different channels. So that's my field of expertise. So if anyone have similar questions, so please do not hesitate, ask me. So today's topic is what do we prefer? So CDP or CRM? Is there a conflict between those two terms, and is there any good or negative way to work together? And in general, I would start with understanding what the CRM is. So this abbreviation is quite often, and all of us definitely heard about it and used it a lot of times. So basically, it stands for Customer Relationship Management. I would emphasize here in the last words, it's management. So it's the way how we build those relationships, how we plan them, how we organize processes around this, and how we analyze the results and how we in future improve those communications. So you get your business gets more and more effective in it. So I'll resize screen a little bit so it would be better for you to see the picture. So after that, let's drill down in what exactly customer relationship management handles as a process. So there is we grouped all the tasks that are typically used for customer relationship management in 4 main groups. So one of them, number one, is marketing tasks. Marketing builds personalized, segmented, and targeted campaigns, finds the precise audience for every campaign, and so on. Second group of tasks are related to sales and digital commerce, so exactly conversions on your website or in mobile app, and it could be also some sales processes in offline stores. And so here we work with increasing the average order value. We want to boost purchase frequency. We want to sell more and sell the proper products that are most relevant to the customer. Third group of tasks is customer service. Here we help our customers and solve their problems in direct communications, in messengers, in chatbots, in call centers, and so on. The main goal here is to solve the problems, to answer the questions, to accelerate the delivery of the service or products ordered, and so on. And the fourth group of customer relationship management tasks would be business analytics. So it's data-driven decision-making, it's analysis of the historical data, identifying some trends and patterns in the behavior of our customer, in the buying behavior, and so on. So 4 main fields. And now I would want to pause for a moment. So if you know exactly already what customer relationship management is, so, and we discussed that it's like area of business activity, and it has several goals in sales, in marketing, in customer success field, and in analysis. So what tools do you use in your daily job to solve those tasks? So please don't be shy. Share your experience, share your tools here in the chat. It would be awesome if I could see some examples of tools that you currently use. I would be happy if someone would write down Yespo.io, obviously, but I want to see and give you opportunity to share what exactly you currently use or used previously. So it doesn't really matter if you currently use as a CRM manager or you used to have some tool. So please write it down. So as you're writing down your examples, I would go even further with definition. I'm sorry for being a bit nerdy, but it's really important for us to use the proper wording and proper terms. And here I would refer to Gartner definition of CRM. Gartner is one of the, I don't know, most prominent analytical companies. I always read their reports. They are very insightful and interesting, and they are very well structuring all the marketing technology tools across different industries. So I trust them, and if you like it, so let me know. So to the definitions of this respective field. So customer relationship management, by the definition of Gartner, is a business strategy in the first place. So it's business strategy that optimizes revenue and profitability while promoting customer satisfaction and loyalty. And this is the first layer of what we will cover today. So CRM is a business strategy. Second layer are CRM technologies that enable strategy. They help to identify and manage customer relationship in person or digitally. So there's a set of technologies that we will look into a little later. And eventually, on the third layer, we have CRM software that provides functionality for businesses to achieve success in 4 segments. Those segments by Gartner are sales, marketing, customer service, and digital commerce. So with this definition, we are very relevant to the definition I gave before. So again, but here it's very important for me to tell you. So CRM itself is a business strategy. It's a field of business activity. Technologies that are used to achieve this strategy, they could be various. And again, very various could be CRM software that is used for 4 main segments. So if anyone joined us recently, so please write down the CRM solution you currently use or used to implement in your business. It will be very interesting to see if we will have it covered in the next slides. And from this definition, one of the very interesting outcomes that I come to is actually if you just have a Google spreadsheet or MS Excel, a database of your customers, and there you track the communication with them and their sales and just have the stable, it's already a CRM solution. It's very simple. It's very I'd say, well, on the one hand, it's very cheap. It's very handy. It's easy to implement, but again, it's very limited in their capabilities. But still, even this would be a CRM solution. Honestly, on the previous webinar, I had a visitor, an attendee, who actually mentioned that, yeah, we use MS Excel for CRM. And I said, okay, that's fine. That's exactly what I wanted to tell you. Solution could be different because strategy could be achieved through different solutions. CRM as a methodology can be implemented using various technologies. And by Gartner, we distinguish several group of those technologies. The first one is customer experience management platforms. Those actually are the Zendesk itself, and they mostly focused on communicating with customer to providing them with a proper service. There is a class of solutions, loyalty management, and they are focused on implementing loyalty mechanics like different bonuses, discounts, promo codes, different tiering of customers. So this is loyalty management platforms. There also is a big class of business intelligence platforms that should be implemented in order to analyze and eventually improve our customer relationship management. There is a class of marketing automation systems that are used to automate different types of communications based on customer actions or purchases or not activity for a period of time. So it's another class of cases. And of course, customer data platform. Again, another segment of technologies that is distinguished by Gartner. And those solutions are, first of all, Yespo is one of the prominent examples of this technology, but also in general, customer data platforms is data-focused solutions for making most use out of the customer data that businesses possess and usually are implemented by marketing teams. And the last one is a group of CRM software, which is actually a combination of different elements before mentioned, but with a stronger focus on a sales automation process. Actually, to tell the truth, Gartner has a special category of these solutions. They are called Salesforce automation solutions. Salesforce is a separate word, not a Salesforce. So Salesforce as a single word is also a good example of Salesforce automation solutions. So let's move on and let's look a little deeper on different solutions from this ecosystem of CRM software. So customer experience platforms. The examples of them are Zendesk, Adobe Experience Cloud, Customer XM. We could also mention several more of them, which usually work on a ticket-based communications, or they could be a conversation-based platforms like, for instance, Intercom. So most of them are focused on feedback management, so collect and analyze customer feedback to communicate with them across all the touch points. It could also implement personalized engagement, adapting to the questions people ask. It could be some chatbots embedded and so on. And of course, the last one is tracking and improving customer journeys through those dialogues or different types of direct communication. Next group of tools is business intelligence platforms like Power BI, Tableau, and Looker are most popular universal solutions that could be implemented in this field. They are focused on gathering and processing data, visualization of the data, so you can create different interactive dashboards with different segmenting options or filtering options. You can see dynamics of your customer engagement and so on. And apart from retrospective analysis, they could also make some predictions, predicting, for instance, the revenue level of your business the next month or next week, how many deals will be closed, how many users will be converted, and so on. Another group, loyalty management software, they are focused on providing reward programs. Like I said before, could be bonuses, it could be tiering of customers on different layers. It could be, basically, it generates a lot of additional signals that business could use to re-engage customers and how to incentivize them to make a purchase. They usually include also omnichannel engagement. They could be used to send out those reminders about bonuses collected and available discounts across different channels, including email, for instance. But also they have a quite robust analytical and reporting part, which is could be also additionally focusing on fraud detection, so no one would misuse the loyalty programs that you provide. Fourth group of solutions is marketing automation. So it's like process automation, but for marketing. It usually means that you could automate the movement of customers through the funnel, depending on if you've submitted a form on a website, and after that you gave a call from your sales representative, and after that, if he didn't respond to the call, you can send him text message or email and add him to lead nurturing funnel. It also includes all the analytics like conversion rates, open rates of all your messages. You can also track the effectiveness of the funnels that you set up in these products. So typical examples of this would be Infusionsoft, Drip software, and ActiveCampaign. They are very good at building those types of communications that preparing a lead to a sales by the sales manager. And Salesforce automation, CRM platform. The typical examples of them are HubSpot, Zoho CRM, Salesforce, Sales Cloud, and of course, as I see it was mentioned here, Pipedrive. Pipedrive is another nice example. Solutions are built around the sales process. They collect and could implement inside the solution lots of data that helps us to make sales, including demographical data, contact information. It could be data about interactions of this particular customer with your website or with different forms or a paid advertisement. It could include the module of lead scoring and typically has all the order history of this customer. The next group of all that we mentioned, the sixth one, is omnichannel customer data platforms. Here I would emphasize that the first, so it usually has three elements. So customer data platforms have the element where it collects different data from different data sources, and that's the power of customer data platforms, as they are very flexible in digesting the data from different sources. It also usually includes the tracking capabilities that helps you to catch the data about the visitors of your website, about the visitors of your mobile application. It also collects the data about all the interaction with all the channels used by the company to communicate. So that first block is data. Second block is actually gluing all these data points coming from different sources in one singular customer profile. When one customer might have a plenty of different identifier in different channels, so it might have email, it could have phone number, the actual address, It could also have some tokens from messaging platforms, so you can actually directly communicate with this customer independently to wherever he uses it. It could be mobile device ID, it could be cookies for a website. So plenty full of different identifiers that make possible to eventually gather all the data in one profile. And in the second block, when we process this data, we could also build personalization. So depending on what people are looking for at the moment or what they're browsing at your website, you can in real time personalize the communication, personalize the message, and so to get this customer attention immediately. So to do this, you have the third block, which is action or activation of data. So basically, it means that all the data that we know about this customer could be and should be used to personalize the next message sent out. And the omnichannel customer data platform like ours already includes all the channels of communication, so you can activate this data immediately in various channels, from website pop-ups on a website to notification center in mobile app, and push and email and text message and any messenger you can imagine. So that's the difference. So when we move on, and so we've covered all the five solutions, including CDP as a sixth one. So do we have to compete and pick just one solution against one another? Honestly, I do not know any holistic enough solutions that would cover all the topics, because depending on the business or business size, depending on the industry you operate in, depending on your marketing strategy and tactics, depending on your sales process, you usually have a lot of very different tasks to be solved. So it's basically unable to create the singular space where everything is included. So that is why, from our experience and what we see in practice with our customers, they usually have something. It could be even in-house based CRM, so-called CRMs, that basically is a database of transactions and customers, and to this process, you want to add some capabilities to gather feedback. You want to add capabilities to outreach to your customers. You want to build automated workflows that will bring your customers back on automatically. And that's where we see how these tools can work together. For instance, with traditional CRMs, customer interactions and service history could improve the personalizations of marketing campaigns. With business analytical tools, customer data platform gives away the data about all the activities of customers. Loyalty programs could provide your marketing with very important, how to say it, very important reasons. Okay, sorry for the delay. Reasons to communicate. So, hey, you have so many bonuses that would expire in 7 days, or you have congratulations, you reached the gold tier of our customers, and now you have like extra discounts. So those are important reasons how marketer can now refer to a customer, so not to be annoying, but actually helpful, and to delight and make the customer happy. With customer experience platforms, real-time behavior and preferences insights could enrich both tools in communication. So how we see the usage of customer data platform should look from the marketer's perspective. The idea that brought the slide here in this presentation is that statistically, based on the questioning the British Airlines pilots, about 60% of them mentioned that during their flights, they can even have a nap during a flight. So why is this possible? And it's possible because the autopilots of the modern planes are that advanced that pilots are only needed in very in just a few intervals of time when plane flights. So it's probably takeoff and landing, but also some complications on the flight, like when they need to change their attitude to avoid some risky clouds, or to change the direction of a flight, or any non-typical situation. In all the rest of these communications, you can easily just monitor and think strategically about what you do in your daily routine. So that's how CDP works. We tend to, and we want to eliminate all the routine and simple tasks. And of course, to do this, we need initially to integrate a lot of things and to set up the rules for a lot of things. But nowadays, with machine learning as a strong and powerful solutions that helps you to digest the data and gives a very human, clear and relevant results is very, very good. So, so what would be the difference between traditional CRM and customer data platform? CRM solution here, like as we discussed before, CRM as a business strategy is just stays above everything, and the solutions are only the ways and the tools that we use to implement the strategy. So CRM solution and customer data platform. So first of all, they're different on the users level. For CRM solution, the typical users are a sales team, support team, and account manager. CDP is designed for marketers. So typical users of CDP are marketing department, product team, retention team, and sometimes product marketing teams. So the different users of the systems is the first difference. The advantages of CRM is basically it's focused on sales and sales process. It efficiently organizes transactional customer data about who purchased what products and so on. It usually could be used by business of any size. Like, of course, you have to pick the proper CRM solution. Like for bigger companies, it would be Salesforce. For smaller companies, it could be Pipedrive or HubSpot. But eventually, any size of a business could use a CRM. With CDP situation is slightly different because CDP is stronger in collecting a lot more data. It provides advanced segmentation and real-time personalization. Organized behavioral data is the most important additional chunk of knowledge about your customers that only CDP provides. And as by nature, customer data platform is focused on gathering a lot of data points about the customers, and it structures it in a way to be used for personalization. It usually is a lot better prepared for implementing AI-driven solutions. Like some of the CDPs even have this product recommendation or offer recommendation algorithms built in. For instance, as Yespo also offers product recommendations and predictive segmentation and other AI-based tools by default, which is natural for us. As for the disadvantages, so for CRM, I see disadvantages like this. So it's usually limited data scope. It doesn't collect behavioral data and doesn't collect anonymous browsing data or anonymous users of your mobile app. The segmentation is limited due to lack of this behavioral data. And usually it focuses on the channels that are popular for sales process, which is call center, email, and text messaging. For CDP, it usually goes further with this, but it also has its own disadvantages. So I would say that first of them would be is focusing mostly on marketing interaction. So how to re-attract customers to your brand. Another thing is CDP might be using excessive amounts of data if you do not really build the activation process based on behavioral data. It's not designed for manual data entry. So usually CDPs work automatically on data streams, and it rarely can see the functionality to or even to make a use case when you can manually provide the data for CDP. And the last would be probably the primarily CDPs are targeted on mid-sized businesses, just because in order to build those predictions for some algorithms, you have to have a massive amounts of data. So for small businesses or startups, usually a customer data platform is not that valuable, and they could use some other tools like marketing automation to achieve most of their goals they need at this stage. From our colleagues, we had this meme about how difficult it is to work for a marketer with CRM, which is not specifically designed for marketing tasks. Here I would pause for a moment and want to look at the questions you have gave me. You've given me a lot of questions, so thank you for sharing your solutions you used as CRM. I have a question from Victor. So, hi, Victor. So I'm already collecting data with the help of CRM. Is it possible to use this data to working with CDP as well? Yes. The short answer is yes. And Victor, it's quite often that some of the data, even if we have some trackers for website behavior and apps behavior, still, there a lot of customer data could be staying outside of this direct behavior. Like, for instance, the typical example would be offline businesses. So for retailers, they have the sale processes in offline stores, and it's difficult for CDP to track customer behavior there. But in order to get this data and get this data in action, you can easily integrate with existing CRM via intermediary data lake, like for instance, PostgreSQL or Google BigQuery, but also it could be just a traditional API exchange of the data. So the case is quite typical. And CDPs are designed in that way that they can digest data from anywhere, from CRM, from loyalty program, from sales automation solution, and so on. So the next question from Vlada. I have a shop selling cosmetics. Which CDP will be the best for my business? Okay. I don't know if there is any CDP specifically designed for cosmetics, but in general, for consumer products, Yespo is a very good solution. So if you allow me to finish with this answer. Okay, if you have any more question, please shout them out, and I will give you the answer. Now we will go to the next part of the presentation, and I will sum up all we spoke about before. So CRM as a solution is helps to mostly sales team work with data, and also helps sales is support team not just take the data out of CRM, but also is a solution to input data into CRM. So once you have a call with a customer, it's recorded. Once you want to make some notes about this meeting, you write them down, your notes to the CRM, and it stays there as a note. Whilst CDP is works only in automatic way, and is more tend to be used in real time. So once someone goes to some particular page on your website, for instance, to checkout page, you know about this, and system automatically reacts to it to adapt the website to this particular customer and his needs. So please, if this slide is interesting for you, just get back to it later. It will stay in the recording, but I will move on. So summing up, is integration possible? Yes, of course. Exactly combining of those two solutions could be a good answer for helping marketing team achieve a lot more, because in this case, they would be able to base their campaigns not only on open rates or click rates from the emails they send out, not only on the website activity or anything else. It could also blend all the data together and combine the buying activity, actual behavior on a website, so to convert people more effectively. So I will skip this case study and we'll get back to how CDP could be implemented. So the typical workflow would be when you find and you are the champion that is interested mostly in implementing new solutions that will improve your work and give your company more tangible results. And you're looking at CDPs, and probably your flow to get started with CDP will look like this. Like, first of all, identify the stakeholders, the people who are mostly interested in the results the product can give. Define the objectives. So what do you want to achieve? Do you want to raise the share of revenue from direct channels from 5% to 15%? Or do you want to provide better personalized quality of communications to all your customer and personalize every mass mailing that you have? Then you ask for proposal. You can combine, analyze and compare different solutions that are in the market, and eventually you pick the CDP solution that fits your needs. By the way, we have a guide that we've prepared on how to select the proper CDP for your business. And there is a list of questions that you definitely should ask your provider if he can do this or not, and how you can achieve your goals with different technologies. And it's a very, very, very effective questionnaire. So if you're interested, please let us know. So now I will even show the question from Anna Maria. Thank you very much for your question. So, is it required to have IT guys for installing CDP to my internet shop? So it depends on level of integration. I exactly will cover this in this slide. I will explain how the integration process goes. So So usually you start with synchronizing the database. You might have your database anywhere, and as we saw, it's okay to have it in an Excel spreadsheet. It's okay. But we need to synchronize it to upload your previous customers so you will be able to communicate with them further. You set up all necessary trackers, and that's the place where your IT department would be needed, basically to track the customer behavior on a website. You just need to plant a small script, very similar to the script that is used by Google Analytics. It's very I don't know, routine and simple task for any IT specialist to place a script on a website. Then you set up the communication channels that will be used to activate the data you collected. And sometimes when you have a popular content management system for your website, like for instance, if you have WooCommerce, which is the most popular website builder for e-commerce, then we have a direct plugin that is just, in this case, the integration could be done without developers at all. In other case, if you have a custom build shop or you have some PHP or JavaScript directly created on a website, in this case, plugins would not work. But in this case, there is an instruction that typically takes about 2 to 3 to 5 weeks to establish and test and get the integration. The estimations we usually have for the integration process with technical guys is about 16 hours of their direct work in the CMS to plant all the tracking scripts, to check the integration, and that's usually enough time. But you will still have probably some additional time to check if everything's up and running correctly. And that's where our support team would work. And if something is missing, they would give you the recommendations or your technical guys how to implement it. So again, answering the Anna Maria's question in short, so you do probably need IT guys if you have a custom build shop or you have not like most popular CMS implemented. If you have WooCommerce, for instance, then you don't have to deal with your developers at all, ideally at all, but still probably you will need some governance even to installing the plugin, but it's like very simple, a few hours work for them. So moving forward to the process. So after the data is collected, so you set up the communications workflows and create segments. So basically the automation and all the cloud of communications could be set up as workflows based on customer activity on a website or in a mobile app, and also could be used omnichannel. So you can send email. If the email is not open, then you switch channel for another channel. But for instance, for Messenger or for RCS or any other type of messaging, you could also combine different channels to get the best reach of your campaign. So if somebody is not opening emails, but you still want to deliver your message about like Black Friday deals or something, so you can still use like multiple of channels to get the best reach of your campaign. And also the typical, another typical example of omni-channel campaigns would be so-called cascading from cheaper channels to more expensive channels. So you start with using like browser push notifications, and you send out emails, and you send out messengers, and you send out push notification, then you send out text message, and only after that you send WhatsApp message, for instance. In this case, you get the best coverage and you save your budget a lot because you don't start with expensive channels unless the customer did not receive the message in previous cheaper channels. So with above said, I'm happy to answer the questions you might have. Anyways, I'm very grateful for you for joining me for this webinar. Honestly, for me, this question about CRM and CDP was very difficult some time ago. It was always difficult for me to explain clearly what's the difference. And about a year ago, we started discussing with our customers, so how do they see and how they distinguish, because the marketers they typically use some CRM, but they lack the CRM to make like really personalized communications. And they ask, okay, so should we choose CDP versus CRM, or can you actually do all what CRM does? And it was hard to explain. So probably and hopefully today we managed to understand this topic very well, and the difference is clear and shining for all of you. Thank you very much. If any more questions you will have after I finish the webinar, please write me directly. I will always answer. Here is my email and my Facebook. Please join me. I'll be happy to continue our conversations.